watching from your living room. I hope you guys are ready in the arena as well, because it is now time to introduce these two players.
Down here in the bottom right, he leads 1-0. Make some noise for Liquid TaeJa.
Can he close it up 2-0? Because this guy that he plays up against, to the top left-hand side of this map, playing for Team StarTail. It is life!
Alrighty, here we go. Time to see what these guys are up to.
Do you think that Life would do anything wacky, let's say, like he just did, and like we've seen him build a strategy earlier on to be able to beat out a Terran player? You think he does something a little bit past the norm?
You know what? He might. Not like exactly like last game, though. I'd say there's no chance he's going to try for an offensive hatchery. TaeJa dealt with it way too well. It seemed like TaeJa knew exactly what to do there, and Life never had a chance from that point onwards. It's kind of how it felt. So if he does do something wacky, I think it's going to be a bit later on.
Well, we do have a refinery being put down here for TaeJa to increase his gas income, and most likely he will be looking for a Reaper opening and then for an expansion from this. Weighing up these two builds, and of course how map number 1 played out, what's the advantage of TaeJa, going for a Reaper expansion compared to just going for the command center first, which he attempted in game number 1?
You know, I think the advantage is he's going to get a little bit more scouting done after the game that he just saw there, and of course the game that he watched Life play against Supernova on this map. I'm sure TaeJa is a bit wary about Life doing something crazy. And if you have some Reapers out early on, it's much harder for Zerg to do that because they might just jump in and see something like a Roach Warren or a Baneling Nest or more gas than there even should be. So I think it's just a safety precaution for TaeJa, who feels like if he can last, he should be able to win.
Well, with Life right now, he's decided to take an extractor and increase his gas as well before adding on the spawning pool. And this is a little bit different from how we would play a normal game, because in the normal games that we saw from him, where he played it out long, he always went up to 4 queens before adding on any gas at all. So adding on the gas now, it clearly means that he is up to something a little bit different to what we would see if we were to see a longer game for him, though.
Now, do you think that this could be Roach-based, or do you think it's going to be just a quick Zergling speed? What do you think it's going to be, Apollo?
Zergling speed, definitely. And from this point, he does have the option to build a lot of Zerglings, maybe, once the Zergling speed nears completion. Maybe for a cheeky win, a cheeky surprise win. But he puts out a big question, I think, over to TaeJa, saying, hey, did you watch the game I played in the quarterfinal when I did something similar to this with a gas opening? And that I played against Supernova and won? Do you know how to defend against that? And that could put TaeJa in a bit of a precarious position, because maybe he doesn't know, maybe he over-defends something that isn't even going to come.
And that's the thing, even though TaeJa's looking a bit dominating, if he does do something like over-defend, as you suggest, Apollo, that could give Life all the edge he really needs. Life is a multiple-time champion. This guy is very scary, even though in that last game he didn't look quite so scary.
Well, he's currently back in mining gas. He's thrown down a second gas. Ooh. There is the Roach Warren. Will he dedicate to a proper all-out attack, or are we going to see the exact same strategy that he used in the quarterfinals?
I think we're going to see an all-out attack here, Apollo. It's a bit different from before. You know, against Supernova on this map, for instance, he skipped Zergling speed for a very long time, but with that Zergling speed, he can reinforce this attack very, very quickly. I think he's going to really commit to this.
All right, well, TaeJa needs to kind of get a heads up before this attack would be incoming. The Roach Warren is now finished. 7 Roaches have started.
Not a lot of units for TaeJa. He doesn't have any sort of bunker yet. Sure, he has some Hellions and Reapers help hold this off, but he's just now started Stim. He's getting a Viking. That's not going to help out all that much.
The Baneling Nest is coming in as well.
Oh, man.
10, 12 Zerglings. Here is a big dedication to this attack. Is StarTail Life going to be able to equalize this series, or is it going to be defended, guys? Is it going to be defended?
I don't know about that, Apollo. We have a lot of lings being created. That Baneling nest almost done. The roaches coming across the map. No bunker even started anywhere. Not up the ramp, not down the ramp, not anywhere. In fact, the wall-in probably won't even be finished when he hits here.
Oh, he's a little bit supply block there. Had to cool down energy to unsupply block himself there. 2 Widow Mines are coming in. The bunker has started a little bit late here. 11 Banelings getting off. Liquid TaeJa could be in a bit of trouble here.
I think
he doesn't really have any defense.
He's in more than a little bit of trouble. Now let's see, can he fry those Banelings? A nice shot at first, knocks down that bunker. This is a very powerful attack for very few units being out.
And the supply depots are down, and Startolaf just walks in. Oh, Widow Mines come out at the last moment, though, and they kill so many of the Banelings.
Oh my god, all of a sudden, this is not looking nearly as scary, but we do have more lings on the way. Can he actually eliminate enough units with these roaches, though?
Well, SCVs are going to have to come off the line now that the Banelings have gone. SCVs can get in there, and the Marauders are going to have to help out. There is still a single Widow Mine there. 2 more on the way, but a lot of Zerglings are spreading across the map. He needs to close the wall. He needs to make sure he puts a Widow Mine behind the wall, but with the wall closed, these Zerglings, they need to morph to Banelings. The 2 bellies that are about to come up the ramp. They're going to blow up that bunker. The wall will be
It looks like he will break through that wall, but look at this. The Widow Mine's coming down right now. The Medevac is healing this Marauder so well. Looks like those, he does kill one of those Reapers. Goes to that mineral line, but he's running out of steam.
He's running out of steam, and the wall is closed again, but 6 more Banelings do get morphed in. But at the moment, TaeJa is pulling off from what it seems an easy hold and is staring so close to get to the final.
This is something you don't recover from easily, Apollo. He is still making lings. He is still making banes. Can he get enough to break through? Breaks through that bunker once again.
Mines, boom!
Oh, wonderful mine shot right there. This Viking finally being taken out. The Banelings going for the SCVs, and they will end up connecting with quite a few. But is that enough damage?
Not really killing too many, and Life is in trouble. The wall off is closed again. He needs to spend more gas on actually breaking the wall down. He does actually get in there a little bit, but there's another mine, and that's going to kill off all those Zerglings. And
that mine had actually killed off a lot of these SCVs. The SCVs actually starting to die quite a bit. Those Widow Mines all inactive at the moment, trying to recharge. More and more lings, some Banes coming down. But the Hellions doing a great job microing here.
Well, Life is actually starting to break through a little bit here. He was losing steam, but likewise, TaeJa's not mining, and this is getting a little bit scary here for Liquid TaeJa. The Spy is starting to equalize up. A couple more units are being moved. He needs to close the wall again. He needs to... Another big hit. 22 SCVs to 24. Artosis, he needs to close the wall.
He needs to close the wall. He needs to give up this low ground right now. But it looks like Life gonna push forward, trying to kill all of these units off. He does pick up both the Marauder and the Viking. More and more lings coming down, but those Widow Mines are recharging as well.
Widow Mines are recharging. Behind this, we do see drone production beginning again for Life. He is trying to get towards that SCV count again. There's not too many there. Evacuation has been called, and Life will take the low ground here. And oh boy, what a struggle that was. It looked like TaeJa was gonna defend.
It did. He's still kind of defending a little bit. This is a crazy game. Look at this. Trying to use that mine right now, repositioning it. He has this some defensive advantages, but we do have these lings going in and surrounding everything right now. Can TaeJa continue to hold on?
With 3 Hellions, it looks like he will push this back, and the game will stabilize.
Wow.
The Spire is on its way.
TaeJa.
What a game.
That was so impressive by both players. The fact that TaeJa stabilized, the fact that at first he stabilized and then Life made it work anyways, and then TaeJa stayed alive. Craziness, Apollo, craziness.
Really good start to this game here. Life really upping it for TaeJa. And he even finds this hidden base down here for now. But there's a big, big part of this game we need to look at. The Spire is on its way. There is 600 gas in the bank. Engineering base only just starting. TaeJa doesn't know about the Spire, and if we have what we saw earlier, a similar approach. Spire, Mutalisk into production, followed by a wave of units again.
And the thing is, there's so many Hellions out right now. This would be a great opportunity to go ahead, hit that big Mutalisk timing attack, kill off some SCVs, get over that production, make a bunch of roaches that aren't going to care about those Hellions, and then rally in a lot of Zerglings. That would be a very nice move indeed.
All right, the Hellions. Remember, there's no third base. This will strike alarm bells a little bit here for TaeJa. And he is going to poke up forward. Remember, there's not even that much defense at this moment. While he's trying to get up to Milo, 6 moves already. The Hellions get in there. Uh-oh.
Hellions starting to deal some really significant damage here. Going to take out all those links, but the mutas do pop out. At least he knows now that there are mutas. He's going to be able to start making turrets, and those turrets should be finishing as the mutas get there.
Those Hellions have really put a bit of a spin onto this game because the turret production's already begun. He's going to move his mines around a bit, I suppose. He's going to switch around a bit more of his Marines. And
going to have a moment to think about it all as well.
Yes, he does, as there seems to be a problem with Life's computer. But we are back in the game, so no problems. No problems. We are back into the game now. So with the game continuing on, Autosis, this is an interesting position for TaeJa, who already picks off a couple of the Mutalisks.
That's pretty painful, actually. Needs to be very careful with these mutas. They're very expensive right now. Let's not forget, TaeJa is on 3 base against a 2 base Startail Life. That's not acceptable. That's not acceptable for any time at all. Life needs to be dealing damage. It's not even like Life needs to expand twice. That's not what needs to happen. Life has to deal damage.
Zergling speed is on the way. Baneling speed, sorry, is on the way. Zerglings are being made as well. The Mules do get into the middle line. They are going to slow this down a little bit here. But as we can see, TaeJa moves through the middle of the map. Turrets in good locations. Marines will pop out in numbers here.
Well, he's trying to get on top of this production, trying to eliminate as many Marines as possible. Oh, God, the stim plus combat shield with the Medivacs doing a great job against them. His Mutalisk count eventually will start to fall. Here we go. We actually have an okay engagement. Loses a lot of those Banelings. Good pickups by TaeJa. Looks like he will hold this for just barely not.
Yeah, barely not there. These Marines pushing through, and the Mutalisk are still causing havoc on the other side of the map. This is a pretty close situation, but overall, TaeJa, with 1-1 now completed, he will push these Mutalisk back. And as you said, Life is not in a position where he needs to be defending. He has to get over there. He has to do damage. Otherwise, TaeJa will walk away with a 2-0. You can't play 2 base Zerg a 3 base Terran with a +2 attack incoming.
Such a thing does not exist. He's trying to clean up these Medivacs for now. He's making some Banelings, but he actually got massively supply blocked during all this, Apollo. He can't even spend the little bit of money that he has.
Banelings do get morphed in, but Startail Life tournament is drawing to an end here as TaeJa marches forward once again, and this is going to be difficult. There's Widow Mines in position. They're going to borrow. The spread is excellent from TaeJa, and well, there is not much left here for Startail Life.
He's trying to hold on, and hold on he does, but just by the skin of his teeth, Apollo. This is bad news. Life knows that the clock is ticking down, and he is just about eliminated.
All right, well, it looks like TaeJa is going to collect his forces together one last time for another big push, or if it doesn't work, there'll be a second time and a third time, but for Life, he needs a very good defense. He still is without a third base. His income is terrible compared to his opponent. TaeJa has good upgrades coming in. He has more production. He has twice the amount of money coming in here as well, and this attack is going to be just as difficult.
Even if he kills this, as you said, Apollo, there's going to be another one, and another one, and another one. Life can't hold on much longer. He's rallying down Zerglings. I think he's going to just try to make a bunch of Banelings and do whatever he can, but I don't think it's going to be that much.
Marines do stand strong here. They will sprint back towards the rest of the bases, but this must be the only chance here for Life. He's pushed TaeJa all the way back to his own base. He's got 20 Zerglings being morphed. Here comes the Banelings. Only 8 because his money's so low at this point. A scan comes in from TaeJa, says, third base, no. And at this point, all he needs to do is defend. All he needs to do is defend.
If he just sits back, spreads all of his Marines, micros well, he should be fine. He needs to raise those depots as well. He raises them up. The Banelings coming in, hitting an empty bunker. These Banelings not doing what they need to do here for Life.
And +2 attack is now completed. These Marines are going to stem across. There's a couple of Banelings he needs just to pick them off. Oh, excellent target fire from TaeJa. And it looks like this is where TaeJa goes to the finals.
GG. TaeJa playing like a god.